Thanks,
Yeah,
Gary.
thank
I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, you did well, Angie.
Oh, I had a great time. My bear's just... Well, he ain't Blackpool.
Yeah, well, the agency's going to love this.
Hope so.
I know so. You're going to be a sensation.
Now, let's not exaggerate, Rob. It's only a paella commercial.
Well, I have a feeling you're headed for greater things.
You mean like beef stroganoff?
Angie, look, I'm serious. Look, you're a very beautiful woman. But that's not always enough.
How do you mean?
Well, the camera's got to like you. It doesn't always happen. But in your case, it does. The camera likes you a lot.
Well, that's a bit of luck.
I like you a lot as well.
It's mutual, Rob. You know that.
So, well, where do we go from here?
Well, I go to Chiswick.
Angie.
I have a husband, Rob. I have a baby.
Are you happy, Angie? Are you?
Who's happy?
Oh, well, I'm not. And you're not. But I have a feeling we could be. Do you have that feeling?
Taxi.
Angie, you haven't answered my question.
It's a difficult question.
I wonder how much Nick will get for our story.
I think 30 pieces of silver would be appropriate.
That won't go very far.
If your son exposes me to public ridicule, I won't be responsible for my actions.
The public soon forget, Daff. One day's news is the next day's fish and chip wrapping. You'll be covered in vinegar before you know it.
That does not cheer me up.
Oh, come on, relax. It's not as if you're going on page 3.
I refuse to be humiliated in this way.
Oh, who cares what millions of readers think? The most important thing is I know you're not a loose-living bimbo.
Hello, darling.
Well, if it isn't Jerry Hall.
How have you been?
Lonely.
I've only been away a week.
That's 7 lonely nights, Angie.
Oh, you're trying to make me feel guilty.
Yes.
Look, just because I occasionally jet off to work, it doesn't mean you have to sit at home and mope all day.
Yeah, well, you don't hold the monopoly on exotic travel. You're looking at a man who went down to the newsagents yesterday and saw the tastiest chick he's ever seen.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, and I thought to myself, hello, I'll have some of that.
Beg your pardon?
I couldn't help myself, Angie. She was just lying there on the counter.
What?
Yeah, before I knew what was happening, my libido went into overdrive and...
And what, Nick, and what?
Well, a bit of money changed hands. I brought her back home, and there she is.
Do you realise quite how close to death you were just then?
Don't tell me you were jealous.
Of course I was jealous.
That's encouraging.
So what do you think?
Well, like I said, my libido went into overdrive and...
No, not now, Nick, OK?
Oh, I see. Thanks for making me feel a total prat.
I've had a long journey, OK? I just want a cup of tea.
Oh, of course. What could be more romantic?
Where's Joe?
Having a kit.
How is he?
He's walking.
Walking?
Yes. One minute he was just sort of holding on to the sofa. Next minute he sort of let go. Then he sort of staggered a few steps. And then he sort of tripped over the hoover.
I missed my baby's first steps.
Yeah. Shame, isn't it? Still, you had more important things to do. Right? That's it. That's the one. Hold it there, Dad.
How do I look?
Very butch. Very Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, don't leave out Roger and Giles. Hate them to feel left out.
If you insist.
It's the saddest day of my life, boy. End of an era.
If it makes you feel so sad, why are you selling them?
I'll prove my point.
What point?
When it comes to taxidermy, I am world class.
All right, if you say so.
I've just got to look for a new challenge.
Ready?
Smile, lads. Say cheese.
This new challenge wouldn't be called Ronda by any chance, would it?
Who knows?
I like Rhonda, Dad. You're well in now.
I know, but...
But what?
But I don't know. Difficult to explain. There's something missing.
Like what?
She's not Daphne.
That's probably why I like her so much.
Wasn't he brilliant, Mummy? Aren't you brilliant? Right, you like it, sweet. Oh, come on, Joe.
Perhaps we'd better get him home, darling. All this exercise will have tired him out.
I'm not in it yet.
I like him.
You like me better, though, eh?
Why should you always get your own way?
Because the day I don't, it's the day we part.
In other words, all you get at home is reality, right?
Reality?
When you first met your husband, how was it then?
Oh, it was lovely. Of course it was lovely, or I wouldn't have fallen in love with him, would I?
It was all sunshine and roses, was it?
Well, yes.
Rather like it is now with John?
Oh, coming, Angela. Yes, but...
You see,
What?
You look miles away.
first step, and it's glorious. And then,
Was in Marbella.
reality gets in the way.
Oh,
I must say, Dad, you've got a very original lifestyle.
See you, son.
Yeah, well, drive carefully, Dad, because you're ever so slightly conspicuous. See ya.
The more I think of Nicholas exposing me in Fleet Street, the more my blood boils.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be awful if you sold it to the Daily Telegraph?
Oh, dear God, no. Look, I realise my living arrangements are slightly unconventional, but I'm not some mad eccentric. I'm a perfectly normal woman. And Mr. Tyler, in his own way, is a reasonably normal man, and...
Here we go. Now, what's your fancy, Rhonda?
I think you know the answer to that.
Sit down. What's Miss Dawson? Coming about?
George and his missus had a bit of a ding-dong earlier.
Well, if one of them's still alive, wants some service up here. Come on. Dying of thirst up here, haven't we?
All right, I'm coming.
Schultz, any chance for a bitter and a shandy this year, mate?
Patience.
How's it going then?
Blissful, thanks. Incredibly blissful.
Really? I heard you and your beloved had a bit of a dust-up.
It's nothing I can't handle, Sam. Nothing I can't handle. Oh, what's the point? Just don't say anything, all right? I've heard them all. One crack about this eye and you're out, understood? I said understood.
Aye, George.
We'll never be like that, will we, Sam?
Hey?
I couldn't bear a relationship with aggravation. That's what I like about us, my love. We're so compatible. It's all so lovely and cosy. We just drift along happily, never a cross word.
Yeah. Make us sound like Darby and Joan.
Isn't it lovely?
You'll be wanting to knit me a jumper next.
See? Just shows you how in tune we are. I've already started it. It's a garter-stitch Guernsey and mauve.
Mauve?